Your question, the member from Kitchener-Conestoga.
Thank you, Speaker. I've got a question to the Minister of Transportation. Minister, how long does it take your ministry to review and respond to medical suspension of a driver's license?
Good question. Minister of Transportation.
Thanks very much, Mr. Speaker. I do thank the member from Kitchener-Conestoga for that question. Delighted to hear a question coming from a member of that side of the House on an issue that I know is important not only to that member, but of course to many members. This is something that comes up from time to time, Speaker, in many constituency offices, including my own. That member would have heard me say on multiple occasions, I say it all the time, Speaker, the road and highway safety is perhaps my most important responsibility as Minister of Transportation. And in responses or answers to media last week, I talked a lot about that when this kind of question came up. What I know is that our Ministry of Transportation is currently meeting or exceeding our public service guarantee with respect to evaluating medical data related to driver's license suspensions in a responsible amount of time, so the drivers are back on the road as soon as possible while ensuring that ultimately our roads remain safe.
Minister, for you to say your ministry is exceeding guarantees for MTO medical evaluations confirms you have absolutely no idea what's going on in your own ministry. You tell us you will review cases and take action within 30 business days. The truth is, for many, it's taking double that time or more. Every MPP here can tell you about the frustrated motorists putting lives and livelihoods on hold while awaiting medical review. It's great that substitute teacher David Wallace got his license back after going to Global News last week, but what about the tens of thousands of others still waiting? Do they all have to go on Focus Ontario to get you to act? Mr. Wallace finally has his license. Thank you for that. Thousands more are waiting for an answer. Will you commit to hard deadlines today and fix this broken system?
Thank you, Minister.
Thanks very much, Speaker. The member opposite knows this is a very important question and something the Ministry of Transportation takes very, very seriously, Speaker. He mentioned in his second question that we do have a 30 business day window for which we work hard to respond to, Speaker. What the member didn't say, and he knows full well that I can't respond to specific anecdotal circumstances or cases that he may bring forward here in the legislature, Speaker, but it's important for us to recognize that from time to time there is a requirement for additional documentation, for additional information from doctors to make sure that we get it right. There are literally thousands and thousands of individuals who have to go through this process on an annual basis, and I'm pretty sure that that member and people living in his community wouldn't want the Ministry of Transportation to get it wrong, because I know that they share our desire to make sure that our roads and highways remain as safe as they are. Thanks very much, Speaker.